Just 6 years ago, management on the Colville National Forest was mired in gridlock and controversy. But things have changed, thanks in large part to the Northeast Washington Forestry Coalition, an unusual alliance of timber companies, conservationists, business owners, and forestry professionals. For the past 7 years, the coalition has been working together to find common ground and move our region forward with new solutions to forest management problems. Today, the fighting in our forest is behind us, and work is getting done in the woods once again.
I'm Rick Brazel, the Forest Supervisor on the Colville National Forest. I've been here 5 years now. I've got 30 years in with the Forest Service. I've really enjoyed coming to the Colville. When I first got here, I met some folks that said they were with the Forestry Coalition. They wanted to meet with me, so I met with them. Didn't know what it was about. They said they'd been trying to form a group together in timber industry, environmentalists, and what have you. And I said, sure, I'll meet with you. When I met with them, they said they were having trouble getting the Forest Service to sit down and talk to them, and I was surprised at that. So I said, hey, man, this is great. We've got people working together. Let's sit down, let's talk. And from that time on, we've had a great relationship. We've went a long way, done a lot of things together.
It's so important that when you sit down and you look at the management of land, that you take the point of view of how do you balance the social needs of your forest, and that would be how the people interact, and recreation. It would be the environmental needs, the water and the animals and the plants, as well as the economic. How is it that the economics, the extractive industries within the forest survive? There's a need for all three of these out here, and how do you balance those? And I believe the coalition has come up with just I'm gonna say it, it's a brilliant plan. It balances all three of those needs within the 1.1 million acres of the Colville National Forest.
The coalition does a great job solving the problems that are on the National Forest through the collaborative efforts. And those problems are forest health, and land management, and land allocations, and what we do with the land that's on the Colville National Forest. And it needs to be balanced. So if we can balance all those interests and then go out there and look at it in terms of abundance rather than scarcity, and find the areas that need to be actively managed. There are other areas that need to be restored into a condition that is a healthy forest condition that prevents disease and insect outbreaks in the forest, that prevents catastrophic wildfire. And then there are those other areas that we haven't managed in the past, the roadless areas, that some of those areas should be looked at and protected in a wilderness designation. Like I said, other areas should be protected in some sort of restorative manner where there might be a light touch on the land. Some of those areas where there's already road systems should be actively managed, and that's where the motorized recreation should happen, and all those things.
And the concept being is if we're all working together in the community, we'll be creating jobs, making stable communities, no appeals, no litigation, because everybody's on the same page, on the same sheet of music. We're all wanting to do the same thing out there. And it's a great experiment. It's one that we should have been doing years ago, in my opinion.
And a community divided does not accomplish its goals. That's why it's so important for collaboration to succeed.
We're open to anyone who wants to join our group and would like to actually extend a welcome invitation to anybody who wants to have an interest on the Colville National Forest and meet with us and share those interests.